Hey everyone, and welcome back to Keep It Glossy. Today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial using the palette by Morphe called Sweet Oasis. So stay tuned, you won't want to miss this look. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is prime my face. Really make sure you get your entire face. Then I want to take a little foundation and put it on my lids. The first color that we're going to start with is this color down here called Hidden Cove. So get some on your brush. And I'm just going to tap it on my outer, just like this, and swoop it over. Tap and swoop. Okay, so I started at the beginning and went all the way across my lid. Now I'm just going to use my magnifying mirror just to make sure that both of my eyes in this stage look similar. Okay, that looks pretty good. I know it might look a little crazy right now, but like I always say, trust the process. So next we're going to take this color over here called Reef Dive. Again, put a little primer water on your brush like we usually do when we do colors like this. And let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start on the end here, tapping it on because I don't want to add too much to start. So I just tap, 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 and then I can fill it in. All right, so this is how it should look so far. Don't worry about any excess that's falling. We'll clean that up later. For our next color, we're going to use this pretty color over here called Sunbathe. So go ahead and take some on your brush and let's get started. All right, so we're going to go right next to that Reef Dive color. I'm just tapping it on again to start. I'm forming my line up top. And now that I have my spot for it, I'm just going to fill it in and blend it into Reef Dive just like this. And for our last color, we're going to use this color up here called Cabana Time. So for this color, I'm going to start on the inner first and then blend it in to that middle color. Just like this. Now that all of your colors are on, you could go ahead and clean up any excess and then just make sure that your eyes are pretty even. And you can also add on to any of the colors to make any color more defined. Okay, so I went ahead and cleaned up my eyes and I did add a little bit of that blue and a little bit of that middle color. So this is the end result. So now let's move on to everyone's favorite part, lashes. I use a more dramatic lash, but of course it is a matter of preference of which type of lash you prefer to use. I'm going to go ahead and put these on and I'll be back. Okay, so now that our lashes are on, let's go ahead and do our brows. So to start, I just brush them. And then I'm going to go ahead and start at the beginning and go in an upward motion, filling them in. So I basically just want to go ahead and fill in any bare spots that I might see, just like this. And I go all the way to the end. All right, next we're going to do our waterline. This is actually a two-step part, so let's go ahead and do the first part. All right, as always, we want to go ahead and put some liner on our waterline. Then I also take some black matte shadow on a brush like this, and I just go over my liner all the way to the end. I just feel like this makes your eyes pop a little bit more when you do this extra step. Of course, you don't have to do this extra step. And also, if you're one of those people that don't really like putting on liner because of how you have to put it on, you could always just substitute that liner with this shadow, and it's a lot less aggressive than, holding your eye down and pressing down. It's a lot easier. Okay, so now that that is done, next we're going to go ahead and put our foundation on. I'm going to do this step off camera, but I use the liquid foundation by Maybelline. It's Fit Me and it's matte and poreless. So let's go ahead and put that on, and then I'll be back. Next, we're going to put our blush on. And now we're going to put our lipstick on. I'm going to go ahead and do this step off camera, but I will tell you what I'm using. So I'm using the Ulta Beauty brand. It is number 312 and it's called Rouge. And this is the color. So I'm going to put this on and then I'll be back with a finished look. And here is your finished look. Well, thanks for joining, and always remember, keep it glossy. Mwah.